Now, in other news, on the topic of people on the internet getting mad about really stupid shit, does anyone is anyone in here does anyone here play Warhammer or is a Warhammer fan or anything like that? Is this a test? Yeah, Warhammer is one of those things that, like, I wish I had the free time to get into because I just don't. I just don't have I know I could I, like, binge things and I become, like, hyper fixated. I don't consume anything casually, basically. There's very few things I consume casually, especially gaming. Gaming, I exclusively only consume like an addict. And I know if I got into Warhammer, I would start buying a million models and wanting to paint them and, play dress up and everything, and it would just eat all of my free time and money, and I just can't do it, alright? I can't. I just It's huge lore, exactly. Exactly. It's 3 different hobbies in 1 trench coat, yeah. Look up a guy named Bricky, his Warhammer videos are great. Yeah, like I said, I barely got into D&D. I know Warhammer would be a huge time sink. I can't do it, I can't do it. But, you know what I can do? Make fun of Warhammer weirdos. Okay. That's what I can do, okay? Legendary Super Lesbian, thank you for the gift sub, thank you. Alright. These people. Warhammer, I guess, just recently released their LGBTQ models or something. I don't know anything about this thing, but they, like, released a bunch of, like, these characters that are, I guess, colored in, pride flag colors. I believe is the gist of it. Here's, like, the trans flag, and, I think this one's the pan flag. I always forget. I think this one of these is ace and one of these demi, I think, or one of these is non-binary. Fake ally. The bi one, I think, is this one. I could be mistaken with the details here. Ace is the one that's black and white, I think. Okay, so I think this one is non-binary or like gender non-conforming, and then this one is like the ace flag. I don't know the rest of these TBQH. Is this one for straight people? I think this one's for the straights. Moving on. To provide context, is a fan project that was featured in an official publication. Oh, thank you for the context. That's actually very helpful. So a lot of people will paint their own models or whatever, which is fine. We all like dress up here, okay? And I guess this guy painted his and they got featured in the Warhammer thing. And then you can see here, this guy's holding like a cute little pride flag or whatever. And that's it. They did not trans all the characters. They did not make these little guys gay. They did not say every single one of you little fighters loves to suck dick. They did not do that. They did not do trans affirming care or inject HRT into any of the little dolls. All right, they did not do that. They did not. They simply showed some models painted in the colors of queer flags. That's it.
Cock for the cock god.
They made our robots suck dick. No, dude. Whenever I think of stuff like this, I just think of Sheen from Jimmy Neutron with Ultra Lord. And then Jimmy Neutron constantly calling it a doll, and he's like, "It's not a doll. It's an action figure." It's like, girly pop, it's okay if it's a doll that you like to paint your pretty little colors. You know, lots of artists have been men. Okay? It's okay. It's okay to want to play with dolls. I want to play with dolls. At least, listen, all I will say is just wear it like a badge of honor and wear it as a badge of pride. The same way that, like, weebs buy a bunch of figurines and they put them, let's not talk about the jars, they put them in, little glass houses, and they're like, look at all my dolls and my figurines. Miku is my waifu. Just do that, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No one is judging you. I'm not judging you. I'm definitely not judging you. I just want you to know that, all right? I'm not. I swear to don't compare me to a weeb. No, you're right. That was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong of me to do that. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for comparing you to a weeb. I am. Really. That was fucked up. Sorry. I take it back. Please forgive me. Anyways. No, but I really do mean it when I say, like, I wish I could get into Warhammer, but I just can't do it. I just can't. Guys will play 300 hours of RimWorld without batting an eye, and that's literally just playing with dolls. I know. It's like, it's okay. Moving on. Not relevant. Not relevant. Not relevant. It's different. As someone with, let me open Steam. RimWorld Anomaly new expansion available now. I gotta wait until the multiplayer mod updates for 1.5? 1.4? No, 1.5. As someone with 1,400 hours of playtime, playing RimWorld is playing with dolls. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, here. I will even show proof, okay? 1,400 hours ain't no way. Look, I need super soldiers, okay? Here you can see me and all of my loserness, okay? You can see. Okay, I'm sorry. But look at all these super soldier. Look at the super soldier genes that I made after much harvesting, after much organ harvesting, and a lot of save scumming. Look at these people that I made, though. Obviously, they have all the archetype genes. Duh. Super fast wound healing, super clotting, super psi sensitive. We gotta make sure that they've got like the inspiration training as fast as we can. Very fast runner, of course. Tox immunity, of course. All right. Fire resistant, huge. Kind instinct, huge, because they don't fight with each other anymore. Never sleep, the biggest, most useful. That was the first one I added. Quick study, because obviously. Dark vision, better shooting from far, and no mood debuff, -5, working in darkness. Elongated figures, better manipulation. Duh. Unstoppable, not being slowed in the middle of fights. Perfect. Smooth tail, extra manipulation, great. And then the traits, these are character dependent. This is my dress. See, this is why I call it a dress up game. This is why I call it a dress up game. Because you want to know what? Why do they have cosmetics? Yeah, that's right. It's because it's a dress up game. It's because it's a dress up game. Long hair, pointed ears, red eyes, center horn, snow white hair, purple skin. Perfect. Excellent, excellent build. What more could you want? Looks great. And then these are negatives just because you need to counteract them. For anyone who hasn't played RimWorld before, you have to give them bad stuff so that you can give them good stuff. It has to equalize. Otherwise, they won't let you make that gene pack. So I also gave them some negative qualities like major cell instability, which the game weirdly lets you add even though they have perfect immunity and are non-senescent, which is hilarious. Anyways, hyper-aggressive, sterile, weak melee damage, etc., etc. You guys get the idea. Very unhappy, very unattractive, but they're kind. So they don't care about the way that each other look. Okay, we get it, nerd. Okay. Okay. Rude. Rude. Not necessary. Not necessary. 500 hours into Project Zomboid, and I basically play it like The Sims 1, post-apocalyptic interior decorator. Anyways. So, I think everybody needs to stop taking themselves so seriously. It's really not that. It's just a game, son. It's literally just a game. Why you have to be mad. But these guys on, I guess, like Facebook, which is your first sign that this is not going to be an interesting intellectual conversation. Disgusting. Don't bring real world politics into the game. The setting has its own political intrigue, and it makes more sense that anything those creatures vomit forth makes more sense than he said that. Okay. Ugly and never sleeps? I'm one of Denim's super soldiers. Exactly. And then this guy responds saying, listen, my mate has an orc army, blood axes, that have heavy, I don't even know how to pronounce this because my Nazi lore is not very good. Wehrmacht theme. His lore is that the Germans in 1940s launched a satellite that was intercepted by a WAG millennia later, and they liked how effective their tactics were. What's wrong with that? Wehrmacht? Thank you. Again, sorry, my Nazi lore is not very good. I'm sorry. So to understand the interaction that's happening here, this guy's mad because this guy painted his figures in queer colors, and this other guy said, wait, it's okay to bring politics into games. I mean, I brought like Nazi Germany into my game. Do you have a problem with that? And the original person says, well, no, that's fine. That's totally cool. It's obvious you're not pushing for your life, for their lifestyle to be accepted today by forcing their representation in escapist hobby. You know, I had an orc mob that was themed after 80s action flicks. The idea that a mob of orcs found an old VHS tape in a player with loads of old action flicks and they got inspired by those old Umi heroes. It's okay. It's okay. You're clearly not a Nazi, so it's okay to bring the Nazis in. But the problem is, it's not okay to bring the gay people in. Because I said so. And someone posted this comic. I like to keep politics out of my hobbies, you know? This is where I go to escape all that real world stuff. So which one of my armies do you want to face? My Black Templar Crusade Force, my 1941 Africa Corps, Death Corps of Krieg, or my Blood Axes modeled after the 9th SS Panzer Division. Warhammer literally has an actual non-binary cock pussy demon god, so being mad at this is hilarious. I don't like that they're politicizing my hobby, my dress-up hobby. Stop it. Stop it. Stop politicizing it. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, did they change anything fundamental? Did they force you to buy them? Did they say, we're only releasing the dolls in this color from now on, and you can't buy any other color of doll, and you also can't paint it or we'll show up at your house and kill you? No. Then why are you on the internet complaining about this? This is just a stupid thing to complain about. It's so dumb. And then to claim that these things aren't political is incredible. Someone linked this gamer article earlier. The politics of Amazon's Fallout are so explicit only a gamer could miss them. I don't want to read this because it might have spoilers, but like, I would read it if not for the fact that I'm scared of spoilers. And it doesn't say that this is spoiler free or not. And it just says Fallout hits you over the head with its satire on consumerism and capitalism, but some still won't get it. Some people still won't get it. Show is so good. I'm only on episode 6. Yeah, I haven't watched it, so. It's just sad that there are so many people that unironically think that their video games aren't political. It's like, you know that like the creators of this game made it political, right? There's like political themes just like painted everywhere all over your TV show / video game. How are you missing this? It's like playing Wolfenstein and being like, this has no relation to real life. Yeah. Okay. Sure, whatever you say, man, sure. But Denims, Wolfenstein isn't political. Oh gosh, I love the internet. I love it. Ironically, most apolitical games are still political because they're based in reality. Yeah, like the farthest you can get from political is like what? Goat Simulator? I guess. Super Mario Brothers. I'm sure that there are Super Mario Brothers that are political. Or sorry, I'm sure that over the course of the past what 2, 3 decades, there are probably Super Mario Bro games that are at somewhat political. So, racing games and like Tetris. Yeah, I guess like Tetris is pretty pure. You would have to reach to do something. So, Sunshine had some pollution dialogue. Oh, right. Yeah, it's true. On dating apps, the guy who puts non-political is worse than those that put conservative 99% of the time. Well, that's because they're idiots. That's why. Because they're like convinced that nothing is political if they just say it enough. Which is like, it's adorable, I think, but like, very strange to me, very strange.